these extensions are old and aren't in the best condition. And I've also just added a bit more darker dye to my hair, so they don't match completely, but for the purpose of this tutorial it's fine. A section from there. I'm basically taking a triangle out of the front section. Just take a circle section there and just make a little ponytail. I'm just going to tie that up. You've all probably seen this done before. Some people add the extensions to the actual ponytail, but I find this way it's more secure. I don't know, I'm a bit paranoid about having like it attached to this section. But anyway, okay, so I think it's easiest if you start with the smaller sections and you just clip them going around the ponytail. Just for now, I'm just gonna tie up the back underneath section just so it's not getting caught up with the extensions here. Around the thing. See, they're not like completely flat. If you have really thin hair, you're gonna have a harder time covering them, but because I have quite a bit of hair here, and I'm gonna bring these up as well, it's not that much of an issue for me. So that's coming along. Like, it's not that much off color wise, but it's alright. It's alright for this anyway. This is where I do it a bit differently. So this section here, so all of those ones just went around and around and around. So the top ones went down and the bottom ones got clipped up. These ones go along this line. Then I take a thin layer, tease it a bit, another thin layer, tease it a bit. Okay, so I teased a layer here back just to get the tracks covered a bit. Pull my hair out. See, that's like there's quite a bit of fake hair in here. Now I can keep this section here just because I'm going to use these two bits mainly to blend. So what you want to do is pull it back now with this. You see you want to move any of the clips, and you can do it basically as neat or as messy as you like. We all know that I prefer messy hairstyles. Now I'm going to start pulling this back over the top. See, you can see this one. I like to leave a couple of bits down the sides. Just make sure everything's covered. I think I'm gonna do it about there. Don't worry about these bits yet. This is where bungee hair ties come in very handy, but I don't have any at the moment. Okay, so just making sure everything's covered. You don't want any of the clips hanging out. I'm gonna get some hairspray, spray it over this section, and oh, that's my fringe. And make it a little bit messier, but make sure that everything's covered at the same time. I'm just going to comb it through, apply some heat protectant, get sections of my hair and the extensions together and just go over it with flat iron. Just to try and blend them together a bit. I mean, you can straighten your hair and the extensions first before you put them in, but I just find it blends them a hell of a lot better if you do them together. Just do section at a time. If your hair doesn't have such a blunt cut like mine does, like I don't have very many layers in it at all, if any, you might not have as much trouble blending the back part. Okay, so that's it. Just like that. If you have bits that are bugging you, like that annoys me, that big chunk of my own hair there, what I like to do is get the bits like that, say there's one section that's really bad, and then I'll twist it around, spray it with hairspray, and then pin it in place around it so it's hiding the hairband, but it's also getting rid of one of the dead giveaways that you're wearing, like a massive amount of extensions. I think this is a really cute style. You can either braid it down or grab a section, get one of these elastic hairbands. I don't usually like using these normally, but on something like this it doesn't bother me. Knife it around twice, pull it out to make it a bit messy again. Get a piece of hair, exactly the same as what you did to the other piece to cover the band at the top. Pin it up into the ponytail, and you could either leave it like that, or I'm just going to do one more, and it kind of hides some of the layers and looks cool at the same time. So and I'm just like scrunching it up with my hands. So glad I've got to clean my brushes in the morning. I think they just get sprayed by hairspray 4 times. Then get the pin into, sorry I'm holding this really awkward, put the pin into it and then twist it up into the ponytail. So I ended up just flattening my fringe back because it was bugging me. Like that. It's for texture and that's it. You could have it higher than that. I would actually prefer it if it was sitting right there, I think. But yeah, that's what it looks like. This is good if you're going to be out all day because you don't have to worry about it, you don't have hair flying in your face. Ponytail with extensions, and then 2 ways of hiding your hair if you have a really blunt cut like mine. Besides this, or braiding it, the only other thing that really hides it well is if you curl it. The straightener, when you straighten it, it kind of, because all the pieces are so defined, you can see the bits. Like sometimes it doesn't matter, but it really bothers me because it's just like a chunk there and then long again, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, so if you curl it, that can help hide it a bit as well, but I do like the straightness of this at the ends. Yeah, I'll try and get some photos. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys soon, bye.